Hi guys, we're gonna resume Arica scenario. This is gonna be day 12, I believe. We just finished up day 11. And we're gonna talk about what's gonna happen in the day log. I may have mentioned in previous videos, we're gonna mention it again now. So here's day 12. Here's Arica, just came back. And she's saying she had a good haul. And here's what I wanted to describe in previous videos is you can see the day log. It says she had a good day, whatever, but look at Henrik. Henrik is starving and we should get him some food. So this is like a normal event. Sometimes it's not normal. So if it's like he's very sick for no reason, you need to find out why and find out why he got sick and what you can do. You can just reset the game. I'm not going to reset the game right now because this resetting is not going to change the outcome. I'm going to talk to the boy because he's always wanted to hear about my adventures. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and you can see the grandpa, Henrik. He's restless. He's very ill, severely ill. So he was not severely ill in the previous day. Apparently he got sick over the day because we didn't feed him. We didn't give him any pills. So he's gonna stay like that for a while. Or we could do a reset, a quick reset, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Basically, if you look at him right now, he's still hungry, he's severely ill, he's sad, he's tired. He was gardening at night. So all these status kind of like deteriorated over time, and now he's need a big help. Arica usually make her sleep right after her adventure. And here's Franco, the trader. You see, every time I switch to another character, and like the characters have their mind of their own, they like do things on their own. So I'm gonna show you guys what a reset is, and here it comes. Basically, you just press the option on a PlayStation 4, and you go to leave, and then you do yes, you sure, and you're gonna exit. When it does exit, the game mechanics is allow it to randomize the event. So right now if I continue, I may or may not get the same day logger that I got previously. Like I mentioned in my previous video, it's not a cheat. It's a part of the mechanic of the game. So you can say it's a trick. Let's say you got raided and then the thieves took everything that you have. So you can change that actually. However, I find it's time consuming and it's frustrating. You can keep repeating this, like as you mentioned previously, I was not raided, now I'm raided. So this is part of the mechanic of the game. It's like, oh, you come in for after a night scavenging and you come back in the morning and you find out they got raided. You reset it and you're not raided. Or you got raided and then it keeps going as raided, and you can see now my day log as it changed, and it says that someone tried to rob me. They couldn't steal anything and we chased them off with 4 bullets. So I have plenty of bullets, well, not a lot, but I mean enough to chase them off. And then Henrik, if you can see, he's still starving. Previously he was severely ill. So let's see what his status is. There he is. He's slightly sick. So you can see, guys, the game mechanics allow it to exchange some of the statuses of your characters. So he was severely ill, almost like dying previously, and now he's just slightly sick. So it's an improvement. On the other hand, we lost 4 bullets. So that's a good trade-off, I say. You can say, so you can keep reading this, and then you say, hey, I don't like these results. You can reset again. Like I mentioned before, also you can stay here hours trying to figure out what's the best result, and then you find something that you like, and then you try to get it again. You might not get it again. So you gotta tread carefully here and pick and choose your battles, basically. Zveta is gonna have to go eat. I usually, before I go anywhere with a person, if he's near something, I read the radio. If you don't have to build a radio in the whole game if you like, but I find it is really useful. It tells me what's going on outside, if it's gonna get cooler or not. So I'm gonna repeat myself a lot from previous videos. If you're a first-time watcher, this is good information for you guys. And here I have some fuel. Basically, it's firewood. And you can see I had 36 bullets, so I had 40 to start with, of course. And, well, actually no, because Arica brought some. So I probably didn't start with 40, but Arica brought some, so now I have 36 left, and I used 4. If I didn't use the 4 bullet, it would have been 40. And on the other side, you guys tell you what your shelter is, a place where we can get some respite war, and it tells you you have chairs, you need an armchair. So all these events, it tells you, like, you know, the mood of your tenants. You get they want cigarettes. So like I mentioned previous videos, they need cigarettes, and they tell you that we have breaches in the wall, so we need to fix those breaches. The child lift our spirit, so that's a good thing. So if you do some bad stuff, and you could talk to the child, he might lift your spirit, or he might not lift your spirit. So it's weird. The game mechanic is like has no like steady outcome of something. It's randomized, and basically they did this game to just show you that, you know, not every character is gonna do the same thing, or even if the same character is gonna do the same thing, it might not do it on the same day or a different day. So here I just was gonna show you in the previous video. There's a cabinet here. I did not break it, and now I broke it, and I got firewood and some wood for free. Franco's still waiting. We can talk to him. He'll probably leave by 7 if we don't talk to him. I want to show you guys what I have. So here's the breaches. You can close them with that, and after you close 3 of them, you're allowed to do the door. But to do the door, you need more material. So, and also the breaches, there's 3 of them. So if you calculate on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, you need 10 wood and 2 components. And we have only 27 wood. So if we do 2 breaches, we'll be left with 1/3 breach we can close. We have to do next. The traps, I have 2 of them, like I mentioned previously in other videos, that you can build 2. I'm going to prove soon that you cannot build them more than 2. Firewood or fuel, basically the game called it. You can build them from different things. You can build them from books, you can build from component, which I don't recommend because components are rare. Books, you only need 3. So if you have 4 characters, you need 4. In this case, you have 3 characters and 1 child, so you're able to get away with only 3 books. And books basically change the mood of the characters. If you don't have books, and you might get away with it, but you're gonna see their status change a lot to sad, depressed, and you don't want to get to broken. Once you get to broken, you have to talk to them a lot before they change their status. And if you don't take care of them, so that's a downside. If you don't change their status from broken for a while, they're gonna just leave you and take your stuff. You actually have your characters steal from you and leave in the middle of the night. And you don't want that to happen. And here you can see build a swing or toy box for your child to make him more happy. What I'm going to show you. So here's your metal shop, and you can upgrade it. You can see you need more material. This game is all about getting material. And here's my trap. If you notice on top, the child wants to open the door. So if you open the door, he's gonna talk to Franco and say, "Hey, can you call your parents, please?" And then the door automatically closes. So let's go back to Zveta, and then we can put. Here you can see he can put meat. You are, trapping meat like rats. So you put one meat, you get 2 meat back. So you always gain one after 2 or 3 days. You don't want to put canned food. I would never advise against that because canned food are scarce and then or rare. I mean, sorry, I meant rare. And so you get those and you put it in as a fertilizer. I would not advise it. I always use it because it's a one-time use and make your people happy. The fertilizer you can pick up from places from when you scavenge, or you can make the meat and convert it to fertilizer, basically. So here I get two fertilizer, I put fertilizer in, and in the previous state game, it's like there's no timing for these things, so they don't tell you how long it takes. Could be a day, could be 2, could be a week. Doesn't matter. The game has their own randomization type of calculation, so it's never consistent. One time I opened up a trap like 3 or 4 times, and every day it was opening for me, and I kept gaining more food for free. So it was lucky. So here she's hungry, and this guy is starving. You can send someone to him, talk to him, because he's gonna be going slow. So here you're gonna talk to me. So here's a bubble. You can give him food. You don't want them to die from starvation. You can use Veta to trade with Franco. If you have Katia, she's good at haggling, so she'll try to get something out of Franco. But I notice it's not much. The ratio is like maybe 20%, 30% more than other characters. Franco gives you like food, cigarettes, because they want cigarettes. They lack cigarettes. So they smoke every day like 3 or 4 cigarettes. So you have to keep supplying this. If you don't, they're gonna get sad and their status is gonna change. I don't buy lockpick ever. I always use a crowbar because it's cheaper and you can use it deteriorate over time. Gun parts you can get from the military base after I get there. If it shows up in this scenario, you get it almost like unlimited, almost, not much. And so I always buy gears, because gears you have to scavenge for. You have to buy guns. A lot of people suggest you buy wood, and they say it's because they take 1 slot per 2. So you save on slots when you buy that. You can do whatever you like. If you want to go pick up the wood or buy the wood, it's up to you. It's your choice. If you don't have Boris, because Boris has 17 slots. Most characters have 8, 10, 12, 15, and Boris has 17. So that's your trade-off, really. And so you can see I filled up the trade-in window, and then I'm gonna try to give him something. My characters don't like, or they're not asking for coffee, because sometimes different scenario they ask for coffee. So you can trade off this coffee. Don't trade off food because you're trying to save food, and don't trade off fertilizer because you need the fertilizer. Don't trade off also bandages because they're expensive. So you're gonna buy from Franco, he's gonna charge you a lot. Don't trade off tools, keep that, never trade that off. If you're not gonna make bullets, I would say you can get rid of that, because bullets requires 3 components to make it. So you want to get rid of that, just go ahead, all power to you. Don't give out water, keep that, so you can, because you want to make vegetables or other things or food, you're going to require water. Water is essential to everything. You can kind of farm water by using component and using some sort of a metal collector, and collect rainwater, basically what they call it. Electrical, don't ever sell. You can sell the moonshine, and you see on the bottom, guys, it says interesting, want to exchange. So he tells you that he's interested in that item, and he'll give you a good amount of trade-off for it. This is what I was talking about for the filter. So there's a filter, so when it rains, well, the game does not tell you that it's raining, but it's really raining all the time. So you can collect water with that, and then you need to filter it by heating it up, and so you're gonna need firewood. So you can see that the game really wants you to be cautious of your material, and then where to use them, how to use them, when to use them. You can sell the guns. I would say keep at least 2 or 3 guns in your shelter. Right now I have a shotgun, and an AK. There's a way also to get a scope rifle. I'll show you that, guys. I get it. In the scenario, it's inside the construction site, and I'll show you how to get that with Arica, if that's available. Because sometimes it randomizes and does not spawn in the sniper, so you can't get the scope rifle. So bullets are expensive. You can sell them and get a lot of material with it, but then if you want to buy it, it's gonna cost you a triple that cost when you sold it. So here you see, guys, I mean, I don't have much to sell. I can sell the coffee. I can sell, well, not sell, trade off basically. And you know, like I said, I'm not gonna use the moonshine right now, so you don't give away the consumables, always keep them. You can sell some of the guns, you can sell bullets. So if you really need some of these materials and you have enough bullets, like in my case it has 36, I can also give away the broken toy, but you need that to build a playground or a toy box to the kids. So I'm keeping that. So basically on the bottom, this is what I'm trading off. If you buy these items from Franco, he's gonna charge you triple what you give him. So, I mean, you need something, they're gonna rip you off basically, and they give you less what it value is. So here you can see I cannot get those because he doesn't have a deal. He's telling you, you're kidding me. So what I'm gonna start taking away, moving back some of the material. You see how his status changes. That won't do. Try harder. So he's trying to tell you, okay, you're getting closer, but you're not that close. So you put back some stuff, and here it is. You put back some stuff, and now we're left with those. So you can leave the weapon parts because you needed to build tools. The gears, you needed to build a lot of things. So that's your trade-off. You need to find out what is it that you need the most, and keep that. So we can just cancel this deal and go back and check our inventory what we need. But for essence of saving time, I'm just gonna continue on. And see, here's like it's getting closer. I'm getting 3, and then here is it said fine, we can have a deal. Now here's another trick, guys, and this is, you know, important for you to know. You can continue, go ahead and say the deal is okay, or you can try to use component. Sometimes if you do wood, he'll accept it. As you can see, look, I added a wood piece, and he didn't say no. He continued. Now if I add another, he's gonna say no. You can see now the deal is off, and then he doesn't like it. So if I remove the wood and say, hey, it's still a deal. And also, if you don't need wood, I find it better also to use component. So if you need components, you can add component. You can need wood, you can need wood. Now, not all the time he's going to agree to that, depending on the market value of that item. So we can add the component, and you can see he still is a deal. We add another one, it still is a deal. So you notice that I added one wood, added a second, he said no way. The component I added 2, and he still says he's okay. Now if I added one more, and there you go, his status changed. So this is your trade-off. If you needed wood, you would have added the wood because you need that most with the gears and the weapon parts. And now if you don't need wood as much, and then you need component more, so here's your trade-off. You keep playing with the settings until you get to a favorable result. In this situation, 2 component, he'll agree to it. 3, he's gonna say no. So you just go ahead and move that, and now he says, so you know now, this is the best offer you can get out of him. And now if you have Katya, of course, you're gonna get better trade-off, but we don't have Katya in this scenario. We'll probably play with her in different scenarios. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comment below. Okay, so now we're gonna trade off. And so we got everything that we want from him. We don't need to talk to him. And here you see that Hendrik is telling me that he wouldn't mind under helping. You see he's very hungry. And then now you can see he's not crawling like he was before. Okay, so he's better now than crawling. And he's still slightly sick and tired, so we can put him to sleep. Arica is just hungry. So we can leave her for now, and the boy's playing. He's not sad or tired. Sveta is tired, so we're gonna go ahead and rush her over to a bed so she can rest easily. As you go, you can see that the furnace requires more wood, and you can see on the top is 57 degrees. You want to try to keep it above 58 or almost close to 58 so they don't freeze to death. It's not fun to come back in the middle of the night and like in the middle of the morning after a long night, and then you'll find your bowl got frozen. We're gonna go ahead and do it, Arica. Now, the material you're gonna save here, if you upgrade this, you're gonna save 2 waters and 1 fuel. But since we cannot upgrade right now, and people are hungry, so we're gonna go ahead and sacrifice building this. And you can see it's gonna take one meat, 1 vegetable, 6 water, and 2 firewood. So if I upgrade this, I may save 2 water. It will be 4 water to build this, and 1 firewood, which is fuel really. So right now we need this, and so we're gonna go ahead and sacrifice. We can even use the tab on R1 or L1 to increase the amount if you want, if you have enough resources. So right now we just need 2 because I wanna give Arica some food. Always keep them above hungry or up to hungry. Otherwise they can turn on you real fast and say they're sad, and then they don't want to cooperate. And you can see when you're trying to make them do something, they just snap at you and pop up a message saying, hey, I'm not happy or whatever. You can walk to him, to Hendrik, and give him more food. I'm not sure if it's gonna pop again because we gave him food already. It might not pop again. Yeah, so we couldn't try it, but too late now. And he said here, I wouldn't mind another helping. So we're gonna go ahead and let him go back to bed. Go ahead and sleep. Now Arica is just hungry, so we can give her another helping if you want, or you can just say that's enough for the night. And now it's coming closer to 7 o'clock. Basically, so your child is happy, Vera is sleeping, and then Henrik is sleeping like for a couple hours or so. It's not enough. In other scenarios, you get characters who like barely sleep, like a dedicated father. If you guys play with that scenario, he only sleeps like 2 hours or 4 hours a day, and he's like energetic and basically killed without remorse almost, because he's trying to save his child. He has a daughter. So that's a different scenario. I have already played it. I'm not sure if I can play it again. If you guys need it, let me know. So I'm gonna end the video now because this is getting too close to over 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna resume in the next video from here and plan the night. See you guys in the next video.